There's even a scenario in which our playoff game will be played in Austin, so keep your fingers crossed. And speaking of the game, today we face off against the Tampa Bay Cannons, who are looking to play the role of spoilers today. While the Cannons are playing the role of spoilers, the Soul will be playing the role of hopeful playoff team, and I am looking forward to the performance. Now, without further ado, welcome to the Tampa Bay Cannons.
We'll park down there and they wouldn't notice it.
What a wall. And now let's welcome your Boston Soul. Number 2, Matt Bennett. Number 4, Max Cook. Number 5, Jeff Osborne. Number 6,
I good? All right. Welcome, everybody, to the start of what is the last game of the regular season in the AUDL in the South Division. Now, for those of y'all waking up expecting this to just be a nice, fun game played on a Sunday afternoon, you are wrong. The Austin Soul is in the playoff hunt. They are in the driver's seat. If they win today, they make it to the playoffs, and they will play against the Raleigh Flyers on, I believe it is July 27th, whatever that Friday is, and that will be in Austin, Texas. So this is an extremely important game for the Austin Soul. For Tampa Bay, they are out of the playoff picture. However, you don't come all the way over to Texas to just go and lose in a game. So I guarantee you they're going to be playing hard. Talked to their coach earlier, got the lineup from them, got all the names pronounced, so I should hopefully be good to go. Their numbers are in yellow, so it's hard to read, so forgive me. I will do my best. For those of y'all tuning in from around the league, I imagine we're getting a lot of Dallas fans and Raleigh fans watching this game today because they're looking to see how this playoff picture shakes out. So for all of y'all watching the stream, thank you. Post in the chat where you're watching from. We always like to see who all is active in there. From the Austin Soul, it looks like they have an offensive line out there. It does not have the likes of Chase Cunningham on it. This is the first offensive line I've seen from Austin today. It does have Jeff Loscorn, Kieran Thomas, Andrew Walsh, and Rory Orloff rounding out the normal double-wide crew. And on top of that, we see Kyle Hinkie, Paul Starkle, and number 4, Max Cook is out there. So yeah, he's also from the double-wide squad. So pretty standard O-line. There comes the pull from Tampa Bay. And Rory Orloff is going to get things going for the Soul. Passes off Jeff Loscorn. Coming out, looks like Tampa Bay is coming in a person defense. Mostly person, a little poachy. We can see Kieran Thomas getting things going. He's going to find Paul Starkle. Paul Starkle has Kyle Hinkie back corner, but doesn't go for it. Instead, hits the open Andrew Walsh, and there is the first score of the day. Austin Soul not messing around. If anybody is taking this game seriously, it is Austin. They want to go to the playoffs. They want to earn their spot. For those of y'all that do not 100% keep up to date, the reason that Austin is in the driver's seat is because the Raleigh Flyers beat the Atlanta Hustle last night. Otherwise, it would have made today real interesting for Austin, a little bit more intense. But yeah, because Raleigh beat the Atlanta Hustle, that puts both Austin and Atlanta at 6-7 records with just one game left in the season. Both of those games being played today. However, Austin has beat the Atlanta Hustle twice. They are 2-0 in the 2 games this season, which I believe puts them up in the tiebreaker, and I believe that's why Austin finds himself in the driver's seat. Okay, so Tampa Bay gets things going. They're in a side stack. They find a front of the stack ISO, moving the disc along. Yeah, I'm apologize. It's gonna be very hard for me to see these numbers, y'all. I will sadly not be able to call out the players' names as much as I would like. But that is Andrew Roan throwing the hammer back corner. And we can see the player fumbling for Tampa Bay. That was a very nice hammer going back corner. That went to 47. Austin Kafarnis was the player for Tampa Bay they were trying to find. And there is a timeout call. Austin got stuck on the end zone. And they didn't like how high the stall count was, so they called a timeout. They're going to get their O-line out there, and they're going to try and go up 2-0. I guarantee you, if you're Austin, you want to come out today, you want to put yourself, 15 points in the lead, something like that, and then just coast. That's what Austin wants to do tonight or today out here in Round Rock. They don't want this thing to come close at all. They don't want to give Atlanta any sort of chance. So we can see, Austin has put out their standard O-line. I believe this is the exact same O-line. I can't tell if that's Paul Starkle, but if it is, that's the exact same O-line that they started the game with. And so we are going to have, is that Jeff Loscorn? I believe he's going to start with the disc. They're going to set up in a standard horizontal stack. Not exactly sure how the rules work in the AUDL. I don't know if the stall count gets reset after a timeout or not. but otherwise it'd be pretty high stall count. And Jeff Loscorn is going to get things going. Here comes the disc getting tapped in. Kyle Hinkie immediately clears deep. Kieran Thomas comes under. They don't like either of those options. They swing around to Max Cook. Max Cook has a hard-cutting Andrew Walsh, but they don't like that. He's instead going to give go with Jeff Loscorn. Max Cook gets the disc back. Swings the disc out wide to Kieran Thomas. Kieran Thomas has a deep-running Paul Starkle, but doesn't like it. Instead dumps it backwards. So Austin Soul being safe at the moment. That's the first risky throw. That's a scoober. And there is going to be a foul from the Tampa Bay player. Got a little too close on the scoober. Felt like he could get the D. Could not. And now Austin Soul will move the disc out of that corner where they were stuck. Paul Starkle with a great out and under. They thought for sure he was going to go deep, and he did not. He cleared it. He throws a real fun deep shot. This is a 50-50. Jeff Loscorn got up. Tries to D it from his own teammate, and Kyle Hinkie powers through to try to get the snag and ends up dropping it. That is in the end zone that I am standing in, so very exciting for me. Oh, yeah, Max Cook came flying through. And the Tampa Bay player, that is number 6, John Taylor, felt like he got fouled. The ref did not agree, and afterwards, Austin Soul very quickly throws the score. Max Cook going to Andrew Walsh to get score number 2. Austin Soul up 2-0 in this need-to-win playoff qualifier. Hope you all are enjoying your Sunday. Hope you've been watching all the AUDL action around the league. A lot of the divisions wrapping up. For those of y'all that are not aware of the format, there are 4 divisions. Each of them will put 3 teams into the playoffs. Unless I'm wrong, what makes the most sense is that each of the 3 teams in the divisions will play each other, kind of like a wild card round and then a final round. And then 1 team from each division will go into the championship weekend for the AUDL. So that's what's at stake here. Tampa Bay getting things going in their side stack. They were very successful getting their first cut last time. They were also successful this time, so they were 2 for 2 on that first ISO cut. They continue down. If I could see the numbers, I would tell you who these players are. Oh, beautiful down the line throw. Going to number 4. And they're going to say not in. He touched the ground before he jumped. Well, I guess that's always true, but he caught the disc before he jumped. And that is Bradley St. John's going to number 30 to Chris Gibson for the Tampa Bay Cannons. They ran their ISO side stack, had a very easy first throw option. He had a very nice waterfall second cut, and then just a great up the line throw in this wind. Found number 4, Bradley St. John's, who just barely timed his jump wrong, but still managed to get the throw off to get the final score for them. And they will now put their D-line out there to see if they can earn themselves a break. I know I see number 3, Andrew Roan, out there for Tampa Bay. They also got, who would that be, 64, Jacob Lane. I see him out there. And there goes the pool. Austin is running their standard O-line. This is the exact same O-line as when they started. They're running a horizontal stack, but all their cutters are on the sideline. So they're looking to ISO Paul Starkle, and he does get open. Roy Orloff does not reward him, though, with the deep shot. And now we see Walchclaw coming across, burning 2 players, eventually making the under. Very hard undercut for him. And, oh, yeah, jukes out lots of people with the deep throw fake. And Kyle Hinkie, have we not learned our lesson, Kyle? Have we not learned our lesson about hammers? Where's Bigley? Where's Bigley? Yeah, Bigley doesn't seem the most happy about that decision. So I have to imagine that was not sanctioned. That is that's just Kyle doing what he does. Take it or leave it. You can't pick and choose which parts of Kyle's game you want to keep. And Tampa Bay gets things going. Running super hard. They are on the far sideline from me, so I can't see what's going on. but they are give going all the way down the sideline. Austin Soul does not seem able to stop any of the obvious throws, and there's the swing all the way around. And now Tampa Bay finding themselves in a great position. It's a give-go. Peter Van Brussel. It's ending up in the hands of number 6 right now, John Taylor. He's going to swing it around, gets the disc back. Tampa Bay doing a great job swinging and playing safe, and that's the first risk they take on that deep shot. And Kyle Hinkie is going to end up earning the reverse bookends. For those at home that don't know, reverse bookends are when you cause the turnover and then you are also the one to get scored on. So not as good, not as glorious as the standard bookends. So he will do some self-reflection on the sideline, figure out what he can do better. It is quite a toasty day out here in Austin, Texas. We can see some dark clouds and some rumblings, but they are way off. And I do not believe there has been any thunder or anything of that sort. I think later today potentially there might be some rain, so we're hoping to get this game wrapped up before then. We are out here at the Round Rock Sports Metroplex. Fantastic facility. And there is a offsides call, I believe. Yep. I just hear Boom, the announcer, give us that, yes, that is an offsides call. So Austin will take the disc from half field. It is quite the punishment for something. I feel like it's not that bad to go offsides, but apparently AUDL has taken a zero tolerance policy on the offsides. And Matt Bennett's going to get things going. He's got Jared Wolf running deep. He doesn't like it, though. He's going to hit Mick Walter on the under. Mick doesn't like the continue. Instead, he's going to throw his Galti swing where he skips middle. Hits, I believe, Sam Murphy. Wait, is that right? No, that's for Dia Rogers. Sorry. Doug Richardson has the disc right now, wearing the long sleeves. Pro move in Texas. Swinging around. Oh, hitting 22 as Corey Micah, who catches and give goes to finish off the score to Mick Walter. Beautiful movement from your Austin Soul. That's how you take advantage of getting some playtime. Go put yourself out there, throw the assist, why not? And the Soleils from the crowd, very happy. But with that being said, the Austin Soul are only up 1 point. It's kind of like a half break is where they find themselves in the flow of the game at the moment. So still not feeling too safe there for Austin. They would love to see this lead get a bit more. So they got their D line out there. I can see a Matt Biershank. I can see a Doug Richardson. There's a Carlos Vargas out there. Oh, is that offsides too? Unbelievable. So now Soul are going to have to defend a half field.
Everyone's just really eager to play defense today.
Oh, there was a call from the sideline. Take 5. Alex, take 5. So there was a specific matchup called out by Bigley. Big time coaching. So Nick Whale guarding the player in the front. Oh, how are they not? Okay, so they do call something here. They're gonna call a foul. So they're going to say that Doug Richardson touched the player before he tried to catch the disc, and that's going to move them even closer to the end zone now. Practically finding themselves in a red zone opportunity. And now they definitely are close enough. They're within 20 yards. There is the swing around, another swing around from Tampa Bay. They are content to just work their vertical stack, move between their handlers. Ryan Heiser, I believe, is who threw that. Number 17 going to number 4, Bradley Singens. And that is going to bring the score 3-3. And Austin Soul not able to take advantage of that D point. Didn't give themselves the best of opportunities, had both an offsides and a foul call. Didn't give themselves a whole lot of opportunity to get in there and get the D, and Tampa Bay doing what they need to. We can see this is still the same standard O-line for the Austin Soul. This is the Andrew Walsh, Rory Orloff, Jeff Loss scoring, Kieran Thomas, Max Cook, double wide crew, plus the likes of Kyle Hinkey and Paul Starkle. And there is a call here. I believe it is, a delay of game.
On Tampa Bay, 10-yard penalty.
Now, to be fair, the game clock is very tiny,
They'll pull from the reverse brick mark.
so can't blame them for not having 2015 eyesight. That's just what happens. And now they will be pulling further from the end zone. Still not as bad as getting an offsides, though. Man, disc from midfield. That is quite the punishment. And here comes the pull from Tampa Bay. They're going to have to roll it because of the wind, and that is very well done. That is very well done, that roller. And now Jeff Loscorin is going to bring in the disc. He is going to be at least double teamed. He is calling where he saw it went out, letting Henry know how this is going to work. And there comes the disc in. Jeff Loscorin powers through the mark to break it. Max Cook easily jukes the defender, swings it around. And with that, Austin Soul have moved to the far end zone, or far sideline. Walsh went to Roy Orloff, who went to Max Cook. Max Cook has found the give-go opportunity to find Rory. Rory is going to absorb some contact but not come down with the catch. And now Austin have turned it over. This is going to make things very scary. This is a great opportunity for Tampa Bay to essentially tie things up. And what a beautiful throw, even against Andrew Walsh. There was a timeout trying to be called by the players, but they're not going to respect it. So they continue to play. And there goes the give-go. And Tampa Bay getting the break. That is number 24 throwing the disc. That's Peter Van Brussel going to number 6. John Taylor are the players that got the score there for Tampa Bay. And now Austin Soul find themselves back on serve to where they were at the start of the game, which is a scary situation to be in. Let's take an opportunity to look at the YouTube comments. Let me get my phone up and going here. For those that haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like what you are watching and listening to. Dougal Sports does a lot of Frisbee broadcasts, from AUDL games to local club games. Lots of good content there for those of y'all, especially in the Austin area, that want to watch some Frisbee. And here comes the pull from Tampa Bay. They rolled this one, but they had the win, so I'm not sure what they were thinking. And now Austin's going to get the disc pretty much at midfield. Matt Bennett's going to get things going. It looks like a zone. Yeah, definitely a zone from Tampa Bay. Matt Bennett really wanted to break that mark, and he does with the scoober. He's going to hit Doug Richardson. Doug Richardson's going to swing it around Brendan Adams. Find Mick Walter in the middle of the field. Not sure how you lose track of that guy. There's a nice throw hitting Paul Starkle. Oh, no, sorry, that's Brendan Adams. Sorry, Brendan Adams, who then gave it to Matt Bennett, who finds Mick Walter again. Sounds like a broken record, but that's how it's moving. Matt Bennett swings it around, finds Doug Richardson. Nobody went into the continue space. And on top of that, Tampa Bay took it away with a poach. Matt Bennett looking to maintain possession and just give go. They continue to lose yards, but that's okay because they're so close. Oh, no, and that throw. Tried to put a little bendy on it. Tried to put a little bendy, and that did not work. I don't know if the wind let him down. But now Tampa Bay, oh, my goodness. Here I am talking about Austin Soul being in the driver's seat, and Tampa Bay have an opportunity to get a break and just outruns Doug Richardson. Almost seems like Doug Richardson ran out of gas, but unbelievable. And there goes Tampa Bay getting a break to go up 5-3. All right, let's go. Let's go, old double wide guys. Let's get this team together. I think the only dub wide line, reading the comments here, I think the only dub wide player that's missing is Tank. I think that's the only O-line player that they would probably play that they're not currently playing. This is a very standard O-line for Austin Soul. And with this, they're going to have to score this one. Really can't let this game get out of reach. It's too important of a game here for Austin. And here comes the pull from Tampa Bay. Rory Orloff is going to catch the pull, get it going to Jeff Loscorn. Jeff Loscorn has an Andrew Walsh in the middle, faking the deep shot to Kieran Thomas, but he's not going to do that. Kyle Hinkey might, though, and he does. Kyle Hinkey puts the deep shot in there, and it is going to laser a bit too hard. And it has to make you wonder, should you be taking these 90% sure throws, or should they be doing safe 95, 100% throws all the way down the field? And now Austin's O-line is going to have to play defense. Doing very well here at the start, forcing a high stall count throw.
Timeout called by Tampa Bay, their first of the half.
And Tampa Bay is going to call the timeout. They're feeling the high stall count. Take an opportunity to get their offensive line in there. Let's see if Austin also puts a D-line. Yep, they are putting their D-line out there. I can see this is the Matt Bennett, Nicholas Whale, Sam Murphy, Carlos Vargas. Who else is out there? I can see number 16, Chris Brooks, is out there in this D-line for Austin.
Wider than a 12-mile radius. So we're not there yet. Just a heads up, we may have to do that.
And we just got word from the PA announcer that if the thunderstorm gets close enough to us, we may have to delay. I'm not sure what the timing of all of that will be. We'll try and keep y'all updated in the live stream. Post a comment somewhere to let you know what is going on with the stream. So just be aware of that. Okay, Tampa Bay looks like they are set up in their offensive set. They have a side stack, a very tight bunch together side stack, and then they are just running a vertical stack with two handlers, or a vertical handler set, so two handlers. And there's the ISO in the middle of the field. They clear out the first cutter, 22. Actually, don't have that guy's number. That's okay. Tampa Bay continuing to move the disc around. Bobby Lay finding Tanner Rapusky. Getting it back to Bobby Lay. Looks like he's going to be working it quite a bit. There he's going down the sideline, going back to Tanner. And he's going to put the deep shot. That is open in the back corner. Carlos Vargas tried to get there as hard as he could, but Andrew Roney for Tampa Bay is going to pull it down. And right there off of that break, well called timeout. Good job, coach, putting in your O-line. They take advantage of it, and they go up 6-3. And the Austin Soul O-line seems like they sprinted out there. They really want this next point to start. Once again, they haven't been playing bad. It's just, you know, if you don't connect on the deep shot and the other team scores it, it's not a whole lot you can do about that. And that's how Austin Soul find themselves in the position they're in now. And once again, Tampa Bay going with a short pull. I'm not sure what the theory is on this. I can't imagine they mean to throw it out at half field. I imagine they don't want to throw it as far as they can because they want the zone to set up. Because they are forcing the sideline. There's a big hammer break all the way to Paul Starkle. That's going to get them off the sideline. And now Kieran Thomas is wide open in the middle. I'm sure there's open players. Yeah, if they go to a person defense, Kieran Thomas has to throw a flick through the dump. He has a Jeff Loscorn now, but Paul Starkle's not going to do that. Instead, goes to Max Hook. Max Hook bails him out, finds Jared Wolf. Jared Wolf is going to hit Jeff Loscorn. That throw was a little bit behind. The Tampa Bay player, Hamilton Wozniak, almost got there for the layout. Can't quite, and now Austin's going to bring the score 4-6, but they have a long ways to go to catch back up in this game. We can hear the crowd getting into it. We have a small but dedicated Austin crowd today. A lot of players got to enjoy playing some pickup on these fields right before this game. A bunch of Austin locals enjoying the weather.
Shout out to Max Cook for keeping that point alive with a nifty grab on a.
And the PA announcer just gave a shout out to Max Cook for keeping that play alive. I would have to agree. Paul Starkle wanted to do a little give-go flick and almost missed through Max Cook. Here comes the pull from Matt Bennett. That is a huge inside-out backhand. Well executed. And now Tampa Bay are going to get things going. Oh, boy, that's a deep shot. Mick Walters trying to get there. Oh, wow. He hits the guy pretty hard, too. However, the Tampa Bay player, is that 16?
Goal for the Tampa Cannons.
I think that is Tanner Rapusky, I believe is who that is. But I'm sorry, white jersey with yellow numbers. Y'all have no idea how hard it is to see that. It's so bright out here. That's all right, Mick. You'll get him next time. Shout out to Mick Walter for making double wide from humble beginnings. Winter League team, eventually starting with a little-known club team, Special Tactics, and working his way up to double wide. Real proud of you, bud. Way to go out there and show us all that 6'6" people can be successful at ultimate frisbee. I'm happy that he was able to prove that to us. It's always nice to see a success story like that. And here comes the pull from Tampa Bay. And they are doing the same thing they've done the past couple times, so you know they're meaning to do this. They are rolling it out at half field, and they are putting in the trap on the sideline. And I've got to figure out who this guy is for Tampa Bay. 22, he's been doing a lot. If any of y'all know who 22 is for Tampa Bay. And Austin Soul get it off the sideline like they've done the past couple times. They find space in the middle. And last time they successfully worked it into the strong side corner and got a score out of it. This time they have started to swing it around, but they can't find a good continue. Ooh, wow. Paul Starkle riding that wind. That is not an easy throw. We saw Austin turn one of those over earlier, and he just puts in a beauty to Max Cook. Max Cook's going to show the young kids how to throw hammers and launch it over to Kieran Thomas. Kyle Hickey, if you're watching this, I want you to cut a little replay of that. I want you to watch that one back over a few times. Notice how that floats, all right? That's catchable. That's what we need to see in the future. Okay, I'm going to take this break to go on to the I'm going to look up and see if I can find who 22 is. Man, I swear that guy's not actually 22, and he's just wearing that jersey just to confuse me. Yeah, we're going to have to go to the people watching at home. If any of y'all Tampa Bay fans, if y'all know who the guy is that's been pulling the disc for Tampa Bay, he's wearing 22 jersey. If you know that guy's name, let me know. He's been touching the disc a lot. I want to start using his actual name. Okay, so delay of game on Tampa Bay. That moves Austin up a few yards. They're going to get an extra 10 yards to pull it. Oh. Hopefully they don't go off sides here. And there goes the pull from Tampa Bay. I don't think Tampa Bay said they were ready. I think is why there was a confusion. So Jay is going to show us his beautiful deep flick. He's been working on that. He got it good. And we're going to say 40 yards. We're going to say 40 yards on that one. He works out. And Austin Soul are going to re-pull. It is not a penalty on anybody. It's a penalty on the refs. Oh, man. We can see there's some anger from Jared Wolf. Does not agree with whatever the call was. But we're gonna say let the past be the past. And with this point starting, Austin Soul just put in a beauty of a throw. It all the way to the back of the end zone. And Tampa Bay find themselves in a tough spot. Austin came out in a really poachy person defense to take away this side stack ISO that Tampa Bay's been running really well. And that did take away the side stack ISO, but now, oh no, this is actually a straight up zone from Austin. Yeah, this is a straight up, 2-3 person, however you want to call it, zone. They have not come out of it yet. Tampa Bay has made it past half field. We can see 20 Jack Barrow with the disc, going to move it down to number 13, Adam Vinson. He's going to find Jack Barrow again. The strike did not quite work to get the score. They're going to swing it around, and now surely somebody's going to be open. Yep, there's the swing all the way around, and the throw went through the middle of the stack, and every player turned and looked, expecting somebody else to be there to catch it, and it didn't. It flew straight through, so I have to say that only the Tampa Bay player knows who he was throwing to. Nobody else is not. Okay, Billy O'Brien. Okay, so I wrote down 23. He's wearing 22. Sam Ward, whoever you are, thank you. I want to say I want to appreciate your comments. So that is something that I have written down wrong on my sheet. Maybe the coach had that written down on his sheet. But yeah, Billy O'Brien. We're going to start calling his name for that blonde-haired guy wearing 22. All right, Austin Soul getting things going on their D-line break opportunity. Oh, wow, and that is 99. Sam Murphy is feeling it, putting up the deep shot. I don't think he gets the disc very often on offense. He found his opportunity to throw it deep. He's been telling coach, like, please, man, I got this deep shot. Let me try it out. I swear I'm good at this. He got his opportunity. It wasn't perfect. We'll just leave it there. And with that one, Tampa Bay is going to call a timeout, I believe. That's what would make the most sense. And they are going to get to put in their offensive players. Austin will most likely keep the same D players. No, I see some hand slapping. So some players are switching out. I see they took out Sam Murphy. I don't think it was because of the throw. I think they were just trading out D-line 1 for D-line 2, or vice versa. I don't know. D-line 1 for D-line A. And now it is the Brendan Adams, Mick Walter, Matt Bennett version of the D-line. But there's also a Kyle Hinkie out there, so it's not purely D-line. There is some offensive firepower out there. Oh, okay. Unsportsmanlike call on the Tampa Bay coach was the reason that Austin got yards on the pull earlier. So just got an update from the PA announcer who got the update from the officials. So I'll play a little game of telephone to get this news straight to y'all. And with that, Tampa Bay are going to bring it in. They are running their side stack. They have who I can only believe is Billy O'Brien ISO'd in the middle of the field. He's been a real popular first option. They're going to ignore him, though, and run their second ISO. They don't like that one either. Lots of early cuts, which is actually really smart for him because it settled out who was going to be open or not. And now they're able to jam it down the sideline. Number 4 finds himself with the disc, continuing on to the middle of the field. Oh, it's a high stall count. He's got to put up a deep shot, and there he is. Oh, they unfortunately can't get the score. That is, I believe, number 3, Andrew Roney, who was awaiting the disc in the end zone. Oh, no, I lied. That's Bobby Lay. Hey, 9 and 3 look the same, y'all. So Kyle Hinkie gets things going. He's going to throw a hammer. He says, you know what, Dougal, I don't care that you make fun of me. I'm going to keep throwing hammers. And it worked out beautifully. And now Mick Walter is getting things going, and they are going to Oh, it looks like we had some clock management issues. And because of that, Austin is going to have to bring it all the way back. Wow. That is an unfortunate turn of events for Austin. So, unfortunately, it does matter in the AUDL clock management because that's what determines the end of the quarter. And so they are going to fix the clock situation. And Austin says, please let us throw the same hammer. They do. This time the defender knew it was going to happen, and Kyle Hinkie threw it anyways. They do the same thing. They hit Mick Walter. He's ready in the end zone. If there's anybody you want to give it to, it's Mick Walter. And he catches it. He gets the foot inbounds. He toes it. There you go, Austin Soul. Way to do what you do best, which is to score it on the buzzer. That was played perfectly for Austin. Kyle Hinkie getting things going with a hammer. Austin moving it down the field. And eventually ending up in the hands of Mick Walter, who goes up, absorbs the contact, gets the toe inbounds, and gets the score. Well played for the Austin Soul. Yeah, those of y'all at home getting treated to watching a Mick Walters spike in celebration. And now Austin Sol are only down by 1 point, which I know seems a little bad, but it's a lot better than it was looking when it was 6-3, and Tampa Bay was rolling breaks back to back. So, oh no, I see Greg is dealing with some audio equipment, and I believe Dr. Flatball is getting a headset on. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, people at home. Let me just go ahead and apologize right now. I'm sorry. I believe we're going to find a way to get a mic here to Dr. Flatball. So stay with us a minute and a half till this second quarter starts, and y'all are, I guess, going to be treated. I think that's the word for it. To 15. Oh no, that's not in writing, is it? We didn't sign anything, did we? Is it a? Okay, so apparently a verbal agreement against one Greg Militello and another Dr. Flatball. So sold out broadcast coming to you.
Hey. How do I know? How do I know if I'm in?
You don't.
I don't?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still live. Yeah. Greg points to me and says, "You're welcome." So I'm gonna go ahead and direct that back to the fans at home and say, you know what, you're welcome. Greg will give us a thumbs up here in a second to know that our buddy has his audio going.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we do things at Dougal Sports.
Hey, everybody, and welcome.
And we get confirmation.
To
yes,
the
the sound is
greater
coming through. Okay.
Round Rock Metroplex Sports Facility of Round Rock.
Of Round Rock.
The city of Round Rock, which I think exceeds the city of Austin in population.
At this point, I have to believe
we've
so.
We've swapped urban and suburban zones.
Yep.
And,
I mean, what even is Central Austin anymore?
What
does that
near,
word even
it's
mean?
Near Tech Ridge.
Okay.
Whatever that is. I'm not sure.
Ooh,
yeah, I would say we're in North Austin, though. I'm going to go ahead and claim Round Rock.
Mid-central North Austin currently.
Yeah.
As we find ourselves.
Like in a city like Tampa Bay.
Yep.
You would say that if you're in St. Petersburg, you're in Tampa, right? More or less. No, I don't know.
I don't
I'm sure
know
they've got separate tourism departments.
I can't tell if you actually know your Tampa Bay geography or if you're just making all this up.
Sarasota, maybe that's 45 minutes south, but it's still counts.
Only the fans at home can know if Dr. Flatball knows what he's talking about.
Hey, we got a pull.
There's the pull from Austin Sol. This is their standard D line plus Kyle Hinkey. This is the Matt Bennett version of the D line. Oh no, we have finally, yes, the doom and gloom has finally arrived. Man, this is such a tease.
Well, guys, we had a good run. I'd like to say hello to all my fans out there, to Nice D and Mr. Whammo, who are listening from their yuppie vacation spots.
Right, so yeah, just to let y'all know at home, there was a lightning warning. We are going to have to take a break. And now, I mean, we can say it's a lightning warning, but I'm pretty sure the people running the show heard that Flatball was going to be announcing and immediately said, pull the plug, we're done here.
I'm lucky they even let me into Round Rock.
Yeah. So even though it is illegal for us to continue streaming at the moment, I don't even know if we're live at the moment. We're going to go until they physically kick us out.
Okay, we're just going to keep going?
That's how we do this. I don't know if Greg's going to kill the thing or leave it running or – yeah. Well,
getting word from Gramps over there that we are still alive. They didn't say we had to clear the old I
mean, they did.
The iron railing that we're standing next to.
Right. That makes it safe, right?
Wedged nicely in between two gigantic steel towers.
Yeah.
But they said it's within a 12-mile radius, and I'm no doctor, but well, I'm no real doctor. I'm a doctor of flatballing.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think that lightning can possibly travel 12 miles.
Yeah, it absolutely can. Yeah, just want to be clear to the people at home, this is actually serious business. That is why we are clearing the fields right now if there is lightning nearby. Okay, sorry, PA is giving us some more info. Yeah, this is serious business. If there is lightning nearby your fields, you need to get off of the fields, find a safe location to shelter as much as we want to joke about it. But yeah, they have let us know that they will check again in 30 minutes to see if there's lightning within 12 miles. And if not, we will be able to continue. So yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is probably pause the stream. Yeah. So we'll post something in the comments. We'll be sure to keep posting in the comments to let y'all know what the status is of this. Greg's running over to me. Let me know.
Yep.
Okay. We will post on both Facebook and YouTube when it resumes. So be on the lookout either in the Austin Soul Facebook Live post or you can just kind of keep that tab open for YouTube. We'll technically keep the stream going, but there won't be any video feed or anything like that. So, okay, well, at this point, I think they're getting mad at us. So, Dr. Flapple, I just want to say how much I appreciate having you in here in the booth.
It was my real pleasure. I've been kicked out of a lot nicer places than this, but it's still nonetheless, I'm pretty proud of us.
If Dr. Flapple is still here for the second quarter, we'll be sure to get him in. For that. And now we're actually going to
Now we're going. Bye-bye.